the Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a team from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Tar Heels will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's ball. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. He'll start this drive going to the air. Finds a spot in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Second down coming up. Quick handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. The give from the gun. And there was nowhere to go. Stopped in his tracks in the backfield. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Second down, he'll throw it. Dumps it to the back. Got his man on the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Is Kentucky offense doing work? They're set up with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
They'll run the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. Touchdown, North Carolina! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make them punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Law. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw on first down. Connection to the right. There he goes. Running inside the 20. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the option. He'll toss it. He's into the end zone for the 2, and he gives them the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Motion from the back. He leaves it with his back.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run and get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Now This is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. Throws to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. The Tar Heels looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Lopez wants to fire. He wants it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it for a big play. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Just a short pass to the tight end. Oh, what a move. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Might be looking to run. He'll get rid of it. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Escapes the pressure going right. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Lopez to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Tar Heels want to crank the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. Throwing right. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
What a great job by the wide receiver getting the first down. We all see it, right? We're watching TV. We see the yellow line. You're like, don't you get to the first down. Great job knowing where the first down was, putting his head down, getting the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Plucks it out of the air. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Behind the chains now on second and long. Lopez wants to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got him downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. There's the pressure. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
This quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He'll take another shot here. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, the offense is getting aggressive, and they're trying to take a shot on that play. Just an awesome job in coverage in the back end defensively.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Needing to move the chains, here comes Kentucky on fourth.
42 Slider. 42 Slider.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Tar Heels will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
It's hard in this area throwing over this big defensive line. They've got long arms. You saw it right there, knocking that ball down on second down.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Lopez to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
You know, there's